I'm Dave.
And I'm Rob.
We've got the same dad.
Although we didn't meet until I was 16 years old.
And I was nearly 30. That's a bit odd.
Mind blown.
The first thing I noticed about Rob was how much he absolutely adores Neil Young. And so do I. What are the chances of that?
And the first thing I noticed about Dave was how few other musical reference points we had in common.
But it was clear to both of us how much we really, really loved music. So it became what we talked about. If you like, it's our football.
We'd pass it around. We'd keep score. We'd trade fantasy lineups in the way other people talk about
flatback fours. It was all so much easier than talking about
feelings, families, fathers,
or indeed football. So many years later,
and separated by 6,000 miles,
we decided all that chat needed a home. And so a podcast was born.
It's a truly simple concept. Every episode, one brother presents an album that the other brother doesn't know,
but that they absolutely adore and is fundamental to their very soul.
And then the other brother goes away, and after a week or two of deep, concentrated listening, comes and shares some home truths.
Or some mutual admiration.
And maybe also a deeper understanding of their brother.
Blimey.
So in the opening season, I'll be talking about some classic albums by seminal artists like the Pixies and the Strokes that somehow passed Dave by, as well as bringing my big brother up to speed on some contemporary trailblazers like Thundercat, Fiona Apple and Daft Punk.
And I'll be sharing all the older but clearly much better music that I simply couldn't live without by artists like The Cure, Tori Amos, Elton John and Supertramp.
I swear there's a short straw in this somehow.
So welcome to the podcast.
This was your idea.
So welcome to the podcast.
About the vital, monumental and mind-blowing albums that at least one of us is convinced that
your
brother
should
know.
And maybe you should too.
Are we going to tell our dad about this?